Now, across the country, there are more than 500 confirmed monkeypox cases in 33 states, D.C. and Puerto Rico. That's according to the CDC. But around the world, there are nearly 7,000 cases, and a majority of these cases affect gay men. NBC Out contributor Benjamin Ryan is joining us now. He's been tracking this story. So, Benjamin, we know monkeypox is hitting the gay community exceptionally hard right now. I know you talked to about a dozen or so gay men who have the virus or had. What did they tell you?
So the virus, which largely transmits through skin-to-skin contact, it's effectively exploiting sexual behaviors and networks among men who have sex with men around the world, in particular those who do a lot of traveling and engage in sex with multiple partners. So many of the gay men with monkeypox I interviewed described a medical and public health system that was quite unprepared for them. Some showed up at emergency departments and were left to wait for hours while doctors puzzled over best practices, and some were sent home with incorrect diagnoses. So note that official reports indicate that most cases of monkeypox in this outbreak are relatively mild. But many of the men I spoke with said that while the presentation of their lesions across their skin may indeed have been mild, they nevertheless have suffered from severe rectal or genital pain, in particular when going to the bathroom. And I spoke with one man, Harun Tulanay in London, who had an especially severe case, and like about 10% of people with monkeypox, he was hospitalized, in his case for 10 days in severe pain and unable to swallow due to the lesions.
Yeah, and that's a feature we hadn't heard much about in the reporting that's been done in the last couple of months on this, Benjamin. So what are these men saying about the availability of things like testing and the vaccines that are out there we've been hearing about as of late? Have they run into problems with either of those?
Absolutely. So the gay men out there are clamoring for what few supplies of the vaccine for monkeypox are being made available as the CDC gradually scales up distribution over the coming weeks and months. But most have had an extremely frustrating and difficult time obtaining the vaccine. So research says the vaccine might block the disease if given within 4 days of exposure to monkeypox and might lessen symptoms if given within 5 to 14 days. But gay men with monkeypox told me that their attempts to get tested and work with public health contact tracers were often so slow and delayed that the clock just ran out on their close contact's ability to get the vaccine for this purpose.
All right, Benjamin Ryan with us today, contributor for NBC Out. Benjamin, thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.